welcome back to my channel right here today in Lake Eola at our Sunday weekly flag wave. And today we're going to be honoring these 3 young women that were killed by illegal criminal invader migrants. That's right, guys. Joe Biden, through his open border policies, the unvetting of criminal migrants has resulted in the death, murder, and rape of innocent American women. There's blood on Joe Biden's hands. There's blood on every Biden voter's hands. And this is why we push for a closed border, because we want to be able to vet the people that are coming into our country. And a lot of people make the argument that, Americans, do crime too. That's true, but, we're Americans. We belong here. An illegal, unvetted border hopper does not belong here. And therefore, any crimes they commit are completely preventable. And unfortunately, there's been almost 10 million illegal immigrants that have entered this country since Joe Biden took over. So anyway, guys, let's get into the video today. If you want to support my channel, you know what to do. GiveSendGo.com/Adam Francisco. I am the only man fighting a terminal illness that's fighting for the Constitution, fighting for the future of this country, and fighting for Donald J. Trump. And I'm joined today by Eat, Trade, Travel and Paint the Trump. There's Eat, Trade, Travel.
Hello.
Paint the Trump is...
100,000.
That's right. Only 36,000 more, and we're going to be there.
36,000 more. He's on the road to 100K.
That's right. And congrats to you.
Thank you.
You finally did it.
Yeah, finally did it. It took a long time.
Yeah, we powered
6
through
years.
the shadow ban.
I know, right?
That's right.
I know it happens when YouTube puts the brakes.
So if you guys want to support our channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, click the button to get notified, and make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube does
Yes,
unsubscribe people.
They unsubscribe, and they take your comments down, and they take your likes down. So
That's
make
right.
sure to come back to Adam's channel, my channel. Always come back.
Well said. All right, guys, let's get to the video. And as always, God bless Trump. Can you say it?
God bless Trump.
Yeah, there it is. Do you guys know who these girls are? They were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into our country. It's a disgrace. These women were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into our country. These women were killed by illegal immigrants. Their deaths were entirely preventable. Do you know who these girls are? They were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into the country. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden should be ashamed of himself.
There's our friend. She's the alien in my video, and she does her.
Let me ask you a question. So these three young girls were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into the country.
How do you know?
Because they've arrested the people that killed these girls.
How do you know?
Their status was illegal immigrants.
I'm not going to believe you.
Oh, but that's the story.
Anybody who's from Trump, I can't believe it.
Well, what are your thoughts about that? That Americans are being killed and raped by illegal
I'm not
immigrants.
going to blame it on Joe Biden.
Then who do you blame it on? Joe Biden voters?
No, I'm not blaming it on anybody.
Then who do you blame it on? Whose fault is it?
I think it's, we had a bill in Congress that was the toughest bill on immigration.
That's not true. That's the marketing sound bites. $80 billion went
How do you know that?
Because we studied the bill.
I don't believe anything
$80 billion of that went to Ukraine and Israel.
There's no way.
Only $20 billion.
I will never vote for that piece of ever.
You will.
Not. Get out of here.
You will.
I never will.
Yeah, you will.
Especially when they have war on the land.
You will.
No.
Yeah, I know you will.
Scumbag.
I know you will.
Scumbag.
Could you just do me a favor and say their names, since the media's not repeating their names?
I don't think so. I'm still not going to vote for Trump.
Okay. But you haven't even heard these names.
But so what?
But you heard the name George Floyd.
So
why do we celebrate and honor the killing of a career criminal? But we don't even know the names of 3 innocent, law-abiding...
I am not getting into this debate with you.
You see what I'm saying, though?
No, I don't.
These are 3 innocent Americans.
No, I have no
productive
idea what
futures
you're
of this
talking
country.
about. No.
Innocent Americans. No one knows their names.
Doesn't mean I'm going to vote for a criminal.
Yeah, but no one knows their... It's sad.
Felon.
It's a disgrace.
A guy who steals military secrets and takes them to Mar-a-Lago.
Are you talking about Joe Biden, who puts them in the Corvette garage?
I am talking about Donald Trump.
Oh, because Joe Biden stole
The biggest
classified documents
con.
when he was a
Doing it
VP.
for 40 years.
When he was a VP.
He's a con.
Are you talking about Joe Biden, the con?
You're
Joe
wrong.
Biden con?
You are wrong.
No, we're not wrong. We're right here.
She doesn't know Biden had
You don't know your
confidential
facts.
files.
Which he wasn't allowed to take him as a VP because the Presidential Records Act.
You don't know the
Senator.
facts. He was exonerated from that, and especially
Because he was too old. And,
That's what they said. He was too old.
It doesn't listen.
They didn't understand what was happening.
One person's right is not the other person's wrong. They are not equivalent. And to say that is murking it up and getting it all
But
confused.
Donald Trump
and a bunch
was
of
president,
gaslighting.
and he can declassify anything
Oh.
that happened under his
Wrong.
administration. No, that's true.
You are
True.
so wrong.
True.
No, you're wrong.
We're going to get you to Trump. I promise you. We'll get you
No,
there.
no.
Do you know their names? These girls died by an illegal immigrant's hands that Joe Biden led to the country. That's why we need Trump to build a wall.
So pretty sad.
Yeah, Kayla Hamilton, Elizabeth Medina, and Laken Riley
Yes.
were all killed by illegals.
Terrible.
Last week, I think.
Yeah, one of them was running, right? One of them was running. To,
Yeah.
And a lot of them were on the radar of, they knew that these people were criminals.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
And they're criminals from Venezuela.
Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants. Thanks, Joe Biden, and thanks, Joe Biden voters. These girls were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into this country. These girls were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into this country. Their deaths were preventable. Where are the protests like you guys did for George Floyd?
Never surrender.
That's right.
Never surrender. That's right. Trump 2024.
These are innocent women that were killed. And there's no protest, there's no riots. Nobody knows their names.
Maybe we shouldn't have open borders.
Yeah, maybe open borders are a bad idea. Do you know these girls? They were
They
killed by
just
illegal
got
immigrants that
murdered.
Joe Biden led to the country.
Invaders.
These girls were killed because of Joe Biden opening our borders. These women were killed by Joe Biden. Every Biden voter's got blood on their hands for these women. Can I ask you guys a quick question? So I'm sure you guys heard the name George Floyd,
Yes.
and we had global riots and protests over his death,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
He was a career criminal. We all know that. He had a lengthy record. These are 3 innocent girls that were killed by illegal immigrants in the last couple of months.
One from Venezuela.
Do you know their
that
names?
invaded.
No.
Why do you think that we celebrate the death of a career criminal, but we ignore the death of 3 law-abiding American citizens?
We shouldn't ignore the death of anyone. So.
Exactly.
That's right.
Thank you.
Well said. The media has an agenda. That's the point here. The media has an agenda. The Marxists are trying to divide us by race, and it's a disgrace.
It is.
Here we have what I believe to be 2 white girls and a Latina, but that's not what I care about. What I care about is that they're American citizens, innocent American citizens, and we don't know their names. And American lives matter. American lives matter, right?
Yes.
Illegal immigrants killed these 3 lovely girls that Joe Biden led into this country. Joe Biden opened our border, and 3 of his illegal immigrants killed these girls, innocent American women. Isn't that a disgrace? That's why we need closed borders. You've heard the name George Floyd.
Yes.
He was a career criminal
Yes.
that was killed a couple years ago, and it sparked global protests and riots. You remember that?
Yes.
Have you heard these names?
No.
These 3 girls were killed by an illegal immigrant that Joe Biden led into this country.
Oh.
Why do you think you don't know their names, and why do you think there's no riots for them, but there were riots for George Floyd?
Because everybody likes to pick and choose what they want to be publicized, and there's a lot of things that come around race, but I feel like people fail to realize that everybody in itself is equal instead of just trying to pick and choose what race is important, because everybody's important. in the
Are you trying to
country.
say all lives matter?
Yeah, all lives matter.
You know, 4 years ago that was considered racist to say that.
I understand that.
Now
but-
it's actually acceptable to say.
Yeah.
But these 3 were innocent Americans. They were all college girls with a productive future ahead of them. We don't even know their names. And we all know George Floyd, who was a career criminal. And I think, sadly, George Floyd was on a very bad path in life. He was a drug addict. He held a gun to a woman's stomach, a pregnant woman's stomach once. Have you heard about that?
No.
George Floyd was not a good person. But yet, he got statues, he got murals, he has basically holidays named after him. And these girls, no one even knows their name. I think it's a disgrace.
Yeah, it's sad.
You know their names? Killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into the country. People don't even care. It's so sad. If this was a George Floyd picture, they would all stop and get on their knees. That's what they'd be doing. If this was George Floyd, they'd all be praying.
Oh, next to Trump. It says something.
Because he's a patriot. Yeah, Poppy the Patriot.
Poppy the Patriot.
Oh, you know him?
No, that's his new nickname though.
Poppy the Patriot.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you knew him.
How you doing, guys? If you care about the safety of your daughter, you should vote Trump, so we close the border. And when we say close the border, we don't mean end immigration. We just mean control immigration. Right. These girls were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into the country. Say their names. You guys said George Floyd's name for a whole summer. Say their names. Can you guys say their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants. And no one's even heard of their names. Yeah. But we all know about George Floyd, career criminal. We all know about career criminals, but we don't know about innocent Americans being killed by illegal immigrants. It's a disgrace. Look, right now we're standing up for women. which makes me kind of a feminist today. I'm such a feminist that I want to defend and protect innocent American women. That's how much a feminist I am.
Yeah, Adam is the first feminist man.
And these people
He's a
don't even
feminist.
care as they walk past. They don't even care.
Because they're normies and they're under a coma.
They're under
From
mass
mainstream
psychosis.
Yes, from mainstream media.
Do you know these girls' names? Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into this country. They were all killed by illegal immigrant invaders. Oh, look, guys, it's Harvey Weinstein. Harvey. You look like you're doing well. Can I get a role in a movie? I'll sit on your casting couch. You look like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, he did. That's probably why he didn't talk to the camera.
Yeah, they let him out early. Because he's a Democrat, probably.
Yeah, he's sitting.
Ladies, do you know their names?
Yeah.
Which one names do you know?
I'm just reading the names off of the
Have you heard of these
picture.
girls?
No.
I'm
So-
not from. Are they from Orlando?
They're all
Yeah.
from the USA.
Oh wow.
But you guys know George Floyd, right?
Yeah.
And you know that we had global riots over his death? You also know that George Floyd was a career criminal, right? And the autopsy determined he died from a drug overdose, not being strangled to death. You guys know that, right?
I don't feel like anybody should have been killed, period.
Right, but he died from drug overdose, not from the action of the cop.
So what's the point you're making right now?
The point is, you haven't heard these names, and these are 3 innocent American girls that were killed by illegal immigrants that were led into the country under Joe Biden.
Yeah, I'm Hispanic,
So I am too. I'm a Mexican immigrant, but I got here legally. So we're for legal immigration because we get vetted.
I get it. I understand.
Right. So we're trying to create awareness for illegal immigration where they come in unvetted. And a lot of these people are being let out of jails in those countries, sent to our country, and then it becomes our responsibility. Lives are being lost, people are being raped and robbed, and then if they get arrested, they go into our jails covered by our taxpayers.
Right.
The whole thing's a mess.
Yeah.
So close the border and only allow legal immigrants only. Were
I
you,
have mixed feelings. So.
were you here legally or illegally? How'd you get
I'm
here?
here legally.
So then what's the mixed feelings about?
I'm not gonna go into.
But what about people that, kill others that are legal?
Yeah.
They belong here though, they're American citizens.
Right,
Again,
right.
that's a problem
But
as
then
well.
you can't pin that
But
just on
illegal
immigration.
immigrants are
You're-
preventable.
You're pinning it on illegal immigrants, and I don't.
No,
I don't
on
think
those
that should be
specific
fine.
illegal, on the specific murders of these 3 women.
I
I'm pinning
completely
it on.
understand.
But we need to close it for all illegals, because
There's-
entering a country legally is a criminal act.
You're still making it you're making it mass versus something that
But entering any country legally is a criminal act.
I completely understand, but you're finding a common between the 3 and you're saying it's only based on illegal immigration.
In
and
this case, it is, and for these 3 women, it is.
I completely
You know?
understand. No, I get it, but I don't feel like it's a generalization that should be used. That's all.
Well, all I want is to vet people and come in the right way. Come in through the door.
Yeah.
Don't come over the river and through the fence. Come in through a door and apply the right way. That's all we're asking for. God bless Trump.
Sorry.
We'll get you guys there.
No.
We'll get you there eventually. We'll get you across the finish line. I know your heart says yes. Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants, 3 American girls. It's because Joe Biden's open border policies. Preventable deaths, preventable deaths. I like your shirt.
Yeah,
I'm-
I see you guys on the internet.
I'm a pure blood too.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, gotta.
Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led into this country. That's why we need a border. Hello again. She rejected me last time too. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, she thinks I'm like hitting on her or something. Do you know their names? Do you know their names?
Sorry.
Do you know their names?
No.
These were girls killed by illegal immigrants due to our open border policies. So we're just trying to create awareness that maybe we should get Trump back in order to close the border and build a wall. Because these girls' lives would have been saved if we had Donald Trump. You know?
Okay.
So, Trump 2024. American lives matter. Do you know their names?
Do I know them?
Have you heard of these girls?
No. Are they
Now, you've heard of the
are
name.
they girls that died on drugs?
Well, you've heard of the name George Floyd, right?
Yeah.
You know that we had like global riots for George Floyd being killed? He was a career criminal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had global riots for his death. These are 3 American girls that were killed by illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
And no one knows their name. Why do you think that is? Why do you know George Floyd's name a career criminal?
Well, you know
But you
why.
don't know their
You know
names.
why.
Why?
Well,
Because the autopsy
well, one
confirmed.
thing, they're white.
No, the girl in the middle is Latina,
Well,
and the girl on the girl on the left has autism.
yeah,
She's
but
autistic.
I would consider them all white, even
Right.
if they're Latin, if they're...
But you understand that George Floyd died from a drug overdose, according to the autopsy. He didn't die from Derek Chauvin's
Yeah,
actions.
I know all that.
Right.
Well, I mean,
So why do
I
we
hope-
celebrate a drug overdose death, and then we just ignore these
I
three
know,
innocent,
I agree with you.
productive Americans?
I
Productive.
know, very beautiful girls.
Yeah.
It's a very sad thing. But that happens every day.
Right. But it
All
shouldn't
day.
happen by preventable.
It happens every day.
Right. But it shouldn't happen by
All
illegal
day.
immigrants because they don't belong here in the first place.
No.
So that's why the deaths we call them preventable.
Well, I think that so many people are immigrants, but they had to pay and
That's called legal
learn.
immigration.
I know.
We're okay with that. We're talking about
know.
illegal immigration.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it should be this. You know, we got rules, and I think we should. I have to follow them.
So are you saying that you're going to vote for Trump next election?
I'm not voting.
You're not.
No.
You're not a Joe Biden fan?
I'm not voting for anyone. I didn't
Well-
vote for Joe Biden. He's senile.
If you don't care about your vote, then you should vote for Trump because it's going to be better than what we have.
I voted for Trump twice.
God bless you.
But I'm wondering, and you could maybe help me with this. I'm kind of wondering, do we have to really hit rock bottom? Because I have a son.
We already are hitting rock bottom right
I
now.
know, but will we hit far enough where people will really wake up? I mean, Trump, why didn't he? He said he was going to lock her up, but he didn't.
Right.
A lot of things, and why didn't? I think he should have been able to pull strings. So what's the difference?
I think he had a lot of backstabbers in the office at the first time. I think he's only going to have loyalists this time around. All right, guys. So we just set up all the Trump flags behind me, midway through the video, and we're going to have a good time here. This should definitely get more conversations going. And join us every Sunday here in Orlando, Lake Eola Park. We're going to do this every Sunday until the next election. So come join us. Do you know their names? These girls? They were all killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's watch because we don't have a border anymore. What would you say to Joe Biden about the death of these innocent girls?
Yeah, no, I'm not in politics, man. Sorry.
Okay. Have a good day. Do you guys know their names? Illegal immigrants killed them under Joe Biden's watch. These girls were killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's open border policy. Thanks, Joe Biden voters.
You're welcome.
And thanks, Joe Biden. Blood is on the hands of Joe Biden voters. He laughs at the death of 3 innocent young women. It's sad. It's truly sad. Do you know their names? They were all killed by illegal immigrants.
Why they were killed by?
They were killed by illegal immigrants. So we want to close the border. I mean, that's why.
We're with you. We're supporting.
Where are you from?
Israel.
Oh, you're Jewish.
Yeah.
Let me shake your hand. I'm actually a Mexican Jew.
Nice to meet
They
you.
call me a jalapeno.
Hi.
You get it? Challah bread
Yeah.
means jalapeno.
And when you moved here?
Well, I was born in Mexico, but I was adopted by a Jewish mother. So that's why I'm Jewish.
Yeah, no.
I was bar mitzvah and everything.
Yeah, and you grew up with the holidays and everything.
Exactly.
Nice. Have you ever been in Israel?
No, not yet.
I
not
did
yet.
your release. Not now, it's rough time.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
but-
now, but when
Yeah.
things calm down.
Yeah.
Once Hamas returns the hostages and we have a ceasefire, peace in the region, maybe then
I
I'll.
agree with you. Every word, and I wish, I think it's rough,
Yeah.
so rough.
Well, God bless you and God bless Israel.
Thank you
Yep,
so
have a good
much.
day, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, the Cybertruck. Wow. It's got the Cybertruck. That's crazy. The first. I just lost my Cybertruck virginity. I just got cyber by the Cybertruck. That's crazy. It's bulletproof too.
I know.
That's because of the upcoming civil war.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
When Trump wins,
Yeah.
everyone's going to need their Cybertruck. Do you know their names? Killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's watch. Thanks, Joe. These girls were killed by an illegal immigrant under Joe Biden's watch. That's why we need a closed border. We need Trump back. Keep these people out of the country. Come in legally. Don't come in illegally. Come in the right way like I did. Do you know their names? They were all killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden let into our country with the open border. And we find it weird that no one knows their name. but everyone knows George Floyd's name, and he was a career criminal.
No.
The whole he was. He held the gun to a pregnant woman's stomach,
He was not.
and he was loaded up on
That's
drugs.
where our conversation is.
Per the autopsy report, he was loaded up on drugs. He died of an overdose. So I got a poster with 3 girls that were killed by illegal immigrants in the past couple of months. Kayla Hamilton was a autistic girl who was killed. Elizabeth Medina was a 16-year-old cheerleader that was stalked and then killed. And then Laken Riley is the newest one from Georgia who was just killed by a Venezuelan criminal migrant.
Did you know that?
Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's watch because of the open border policy.
I'm not even gonna.
They don't care. They weren't related to her.
I never saw someone laugh at the death of 3 innocent women. These girls were killed by illegal immigrants because of the open border. We need to close the border. We need to vet all immigrants that come into our country. Every other country has a border. Why can't we?
Mexico has a border, don't they?
Yeah. Why can't we?
You can go over there and ask for free stuff.
Yeah.
They throw you in prison.
Exactly. And by the way, anybody who thinks that our border's not open, all you got to do is look at the number of border encounters since Joe Biden took over. And it's estimated because there's a lot of gotaways, 2.5 million a year, every year since Joe Biden took over. And under Trump, I believe that number was closer to 500,000. So just based on that alone, you know, Joe Biden is letting 5 times more illegal immigrants every year under his watch, which says to me that it's done on purpose. You guys stand with Trump?
Huh?
You stand with Trump?
Oh, yeah, you know I don't.
Hell yeah. Patriot. We're with you. So we got to close the border,
I know. Oh, absolutely.
right?
I know I'm going to. Oh, thank you.
We got to close the border.
Wall, but we're going to pay for it this time.
I'd rather my money go towards a wall than Ukraine.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Use your words. Use your words.
Fuck you.
Why?
Piece of shit.
Why?
Love
Do you know?
Have my time. That's how.
Do you know who these girls are? Do you know who these girls are? They were killed by illegal immigrants that Joe Biden led to the country.
Learn the difference between a woman and a female.
You guys don't know.
Gender and sexual orientation.
A
All
man
that.
can't get
A
pregnant.
man can't get pregnant. A man can't have a period.
Obviously, I just said learn the difference between gender and sex. It's really easy.
It's not that easy.
Come back and talk to us.
Trans women and trans men, and that never changes. Can't change science. Can't change your chromosomes. If you can't change your chromosomes, you can't change your gender. You're either born with the womb or you're not born with the womb. Intersex is a very, very rare medical, naturally occurring thing. That's different, but that's not transgender. That's a totally different subject. Well, because they usually choose. Yeah, we just don't want kids learning about it.
Yeah, we are too. I mean, we're not independent, but we're trying to be civilized. But we just don't want to.
So these are 3 young women that were killed by illegal immigrants, which in our opinion are preventable deaths. Because if we vet the immigrants coming into our country, then we can do background checks on these people and make sure that we're not letting in criminal immigrants. But instead, we're getting rapists, we're getting murderers coming across our border, and we have no visibility into these people. And these 3 young girls were killed as a result. Some of them were raped before killed. But here's the problem, though. You don't know their names, right?
If they look familiar, I haven't had. I've been very busy this past week. I'll definitely take a look. That's very.
But like when George Floyd happened, you knew about it instantly. The whole world knew about that.
Of course,
So
yeah.
our issue is like, why does a career criminal get so much coverage in global protests? But these 3 innocent women.
I definitely will take a look into that. But
Yeah.
my interests were the comments that you had on. You guys were commenting on the transgender community. My only comment was there's an intersex community.
Right, but that's not trans though.
And I know it's
Yeah.
not trans. I'm just bringing up this because in my way of explaining, when people bring up, oh, it's not natural, as to that, I believe that if there's intersex and there is, how do you say, in the animal kingdom, there are fish and there are certain animals that exist that are natural within our world that change gender.
Right, but that's only when there's no other species around of the same kind of the opposite gender. So
What if
we don't have that problem with
feminine
humans.
and masculine is on a spectrum?
Well, that's different though. Feminine and masculinity is
What
different.
if it is something we don't know in science?
I agree with that.
In our personalities,
I agree with that.
Personalities range.
Yeah.
What if,
Infinite personalities.
What if sexuality is as well?
Oh, I think sexuality is a spectrum. Absolutely. I do think that is a spectrum.
Right.
You know, some guys sleep with other men, some guys sleep with men and women, some guys are asexual. I think there's all types of sexuality. So I do agree on that.
Right.
Our issue really is transgenderism being pushed onto the kids. That's the only issue we have. We don't care what adults do. If someone's 18 plus and they want to undergo medical treatment for gender reassignment, you're an adult, do what you want. Our issue is with the kids. We don't think kids should have hormone therapy or any type of surgery until they're 18 plus. I think that's pretty reasonable. You know?
So under 18.
Under 18. Yeah, they can't vote, they can't smoke, they can't drink, they can't be in army, but they could change their penis? That doesn't sound right. So we're just
It's a
against.
very sensitive topic, indeed, to speak on when that should be appropriate to change. That conversation I know is very sensitive.
It is.
So I probably wouldn't make a comment as to that. Intersex community or transgender, like having a spectrum into being feminine and masculine, I have a comment on. I
I understand
didn't
that.
want to make a comment on too much on that.
I understand.
What the age would be for.
But we're pretty firm in our
change
belief.
that.
18 plus is our stance. Yeah.
All right, well, have a good
Great to meet you.
Appreciate it, man.
You know who these girls are?
No, I do not.
They were all killed by illegal immigrants led in the country under Joe Biden. So we call those preventable
there's
deaths.
more than that.
There's more, but these are the three recent ones.
Okay, cool.
And we just find it weird that like no one knows their names, but everyone knows George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. These are innocent Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more.
I got you.
Yeah. He likes Trump because he's a real man. Do you know their names? Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's open border policy. Don't you think we need Trump back to close the border?
We're immigrants.
Me too. But I'm here legally. I'm sure you're a legal immigrant too. We like legal immigration. We don't like illegal immigration. There's a big difference. One's a criminal, one isn't. But we got flipped off by a blue-haired liberal. We got flipped off. Yeah. They waited too long. I know. Thank you for the service, sir. Trump! Trump! Trump!
I mean, who else, right?
That's right. You're a patriot.
Come on. Well,
You're not.
I actually wanted to say this, but.
You're not a commie.
I'll take Trump.
Trumpy Trump. Look, these guys are for Trumpy Trump.
That's right.
Trumpy Trump there.
Because that's a real man. That's not a non-binary. That's not a non-binary man. Do you know their names? They were killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's watch. That's why we stand with Trump. We got to close the border. Do you guys know their names? Do you know their names? Yeah, they're Americans.
That's great.
Well, these are three innocent American women that were killed by illegal immigrants under Joe Biden's watch.
That's very upsetting.
Yeah, we need to close our border. We need to vet people that are coming in. Me too. I'm an immigrant also. But you got here legally.
Are you illegal?
You're legal. You're legal. You flew here.
Better hide.
You are legal. You are legal because you flew here. You came from England or something.
You're here illegally. I'm gonna send you over home.
So we got a patriot here taking a picture with our flags. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like your hats. That's right. You don't know their names. So these three girls were all killed by illegal immigrants because of Joe Biden's open border policy.
Oh, what year was that?
All 2024.
It's just this year.
Yeah, Kayla Hamilton was killed. She was autistic. Elizabeth Medina was a 16-year-old cheerleader stalked and then killed.
Oh my God.
And then Laken Riley was just killed in Georgia by a known Venezuelan criminal. Known. So our problem is like these deaths were preventable. If we had a closed border, these people never would have gotten to the country. So what would you say to Joe Biden about his border policy?
Well, I'm not sure if he has really made it. It looks like he hasn't made it a priority.
Well, I'll tell you,
or
his
safety.
His first day of
right?
office,
I
he
mean,
stopped construction of the
said-
border wall. He
Right.
repealed the stay in Mexico policy.
Right.
He's also incentivized illegal immigration by having policies like free cell
Yeah.
phones, free health care, free college, free housing, free food.
And the thing is, like this, I was not aware of it. It's really not in the public news, and
Right.
it hurts my heart because I have a teenager also, and now I'm still shocked by that.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that you knew about George Floyd and that there was global protests and riots when he's a known career criminal?
Right.
But then you have innocent American women and no one knows their
And
names.
No one. It's not.
Do you think it's
brought
their
out to
skin
the
color, or do you
public.
think that there's something more happening? Are they the wrong skin color for the mainstream media to care about?
Of course, it's a lot of things that are not so controversial or hidden, right? And yeah, I think that's I don't really talk much
All right.
about politics.
Most people
just
don't.
because it's so controversial
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, it's a right of speech and people should
Yeah,
be
that's why we're out
able
here
to
today.
say, and yeah, I'm glad you're here, and
Yeah.
thank you for letting
Well, look, we just want Trump so
me
that your daughter
know.
is safe one day because, you know, right now if you go to places like New York, crime is up, and it's just, yeah, these are dangerous places, and we want America to be safe again. These 3 girls were innocent American women that were killed by illegal immigrants because of Joe Biden's open border policy. You know, we're not against immigration; we're against illegal immigration. Because when you have illegal immigration, you don't know anything about these people. A lot of these countries are opening up their jails, their mental asylums, and sending these people to our country.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I mean, you say we don't know anything about these people.
Dude, that come in illegally.
I mean, I think you could say that about anybody in this country. You don't know if I've killed 5 people or none.
The thing is, though, you belong here as an American citizen. You were born here, you belong here. Your parents were born here. We're talking about people that came across the river. They don't belong here. They need to go through the port of entry.
Do you believe America is the greatest country in the world?
Our values are, what our ideals are.
To me, I just think this is the greatest country in the world because we can give an opportunity to anybody no matter where they come from. I think that I'm so sorry.
That's all
We're
good.
better off than most other countries because everybody has a hand in building this country. Everybody. To me, it doesn't matter where you come from, how and where you come from, as long as you got good values. I know, not gonna assume anything about you, but I know that if I were to say defund the entire police department, you're gonna have a problem with that because every experience, I have a clean record. Every experience I've had with a police officer has been horrible. You probably know why, but I'm not gonna say defund the whole police department because I know that not everybody's gonna be like that. And to me, I don't think it's a problem where you come from and how you get here. It's a problem of how you're raised and who raised you and your values as a person. As a person.
The challenge to us is that these people are coming here. Some of them are coming to work. Some of them are economic migrants. But a lot of them are coming here to take advantage of our system, our welfare system.
For sure.
People are being handed $5,000 Visa gift cards when they cross the border, free cell phones, free health care, free food, free hotels, free flights. You have American citizens, homeless veterans, disabled people that don't get any of that stuff from the government. That's our problem. Take care of Americans first. And then once every American is taken care of, then that's a different conversation.
Oh, for sure. My problem is, to me, as a person, my problem isn't with the fellow person. My problem is the people that pass these bills to make us go against each other. Because in my heart, why is it we close the borders, keep those guys away, instead of like, hey, we should all get those benefits. Not only you and me because we're from here, and not just them that they're getting here in a way that you don't like.
I just don't want to, I don't mind. I'm an immigrant myself. I wasn't born here. I was born in Mexico.
I was born in Puerto Rico.
There you go. Oh, did you come here legally?
I mean, yeah, you don't have to.
There you go. Right, because you're considered territory.
Yeah.
Right. So I was born in Mexico. I got here legally. So I want others to come here the same way as I did. That's all we're asking. Just law and order. That's all. Apply, wait your turn, and that's it. I know our system needs work, but come in the right way.
But to me, I don't want my life to be determined by turning away people. I want all of us together, because America, to me, has always been a land of opportunity. And no matter with what laws, gun control, illegal immigration, no matter what law you implement, there's always going to be a way for people to do it not legally. And they're still going to find loopholes into getting benefits.
Right.
So,
and there are Americans that do that too.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw with COVID PPP loans, a lot of took advantage. Billions of dollars were abused, by American citizens. And that's a problem too.
That's always been a thing, though.
Of course. Fraud is always going to be
I just
a
think
problem.
that if we just keep in this circle of going against each other, you might not see it that way.
Yeah, I don't see it that way. I think we need a border.
Yeah.
When I lived in Thailand, I had to apply in advance. I needed to make sure I was interacting with the government, and they also had to make sure I had enough funds to live there. So why can't we do that here? We should be able to. It shouldn't be an issue. Not for legal immigrants, only for legal immigrants. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. And do you think that everyone has an access to that, though?
It doesn't. That's not our problem, though. That's not our problem. Our problem should not be the world's dumping grounds. People think that they could just walk across our open border.
If we're proud and like to, let me find the words.
Don't worry about it, man. I do this all day long.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just have a question. Did you vote last election?
I wasn't of age at that point.
How old are you now?
I'm about to be 21.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is your first election.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're going to vote for, Trump or Biden?
I don't know. I don't like either of them, to be honest.
But if you had to choose the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. I just don't. That's one of my biggest complaints about this country. I shouldn't vote for either evil. I don't think. I'll probably figure it out, but I just don't like either of them.
Well, I hope you vote for Donald Trump. All right? Thank you, brother. I know you stand with Trump.
Oh, I've known him for a long time.
You stand with him now, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because you're a real man.
That's right.
You're not non-binary.
I'm an American.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. It's Americans versus Democrats. You guys stand with Trump? That looks like 3 Trump supporters. Right here. 3 Trump supporters coming this way. 3 Trump supporters. I love to see it. Yeah, you guys stand with Trump? I know he does. You stand with Trump? We can't do 4 more years of Joe Biden. We can't do 4 more years.
Hey, you owe me gas money.
2 Trump supporters right here. Trump supporter A and B. MAGA. I'll see you guys at the next rally. I like your Trump red outfit. You match our flags.
No, I don't.
You must be a MAGA Republican.
I have one of my Trinidad colors.
God bless Trump. We stand with you. You gentlemen stand with Trump?
Oh, you don't want Biden in there again, do you?
They like war. They like war and record inflation and record gas prices. They want an open border. They want more fentanyl flooding into our country. They like crime. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up today. We had a good time out here in Lake Eola. We're going to be here every Sunday, so if you want to join, send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or X. If you guys want to support my work, givesendgo.com/AdamFrancisco. And you know what to do, guys. Make sure you... Oh, thank you. God bless you, brother. Look, he's got that Trump shirt on. Look at that. Hell yeah. And if you guys want to support our work, givesendgo.com/AdamFrancisco. And make sure you're subscribed. You know, YouTube has a habit of unsubscribing our people. And it's a big problem. So we'll see you guys soon. As always, God bless Trump.